Left Phoenix about 7 in the morning. Spent about 2 hours getting up to cooler weather.
Atta boys. Yeah, now you can just get in by yourself. Car seems to be running good.
Spent the rest of the day climbing up toward the pine trees. Camped between the south rim of the Grand Canyon and Cameron, Arizona. And the next night, we ended up in Joseph, Utah, where we met up with George and Pedro.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat now. We're in Kanash, Utah, at the Kanash Mercantile. Hamburger patties here. Oh, they're nice and warm, too. Out of the car now. Come on out. All right. Okay. Good boys.
Next day, we beat the weather and took the old Pony Express Trail into West Wendover, Nevada, near the Bonneville Salt Flats. On the fourth day, we headed north around the Great Salt Lakes into Idaho, turned west at Grouse Creek. The next 100 miles or so was fast, smooth, windy, and scenic, right up into the lower Sawtooth Mountains. Made it within about 75 miles short of Boise City, Idaho. Awesome place to camp right on the edge of Snake Canyon.
Yeah, we ran into Al and George. They're on a trip from Phoenix to Oregon.
After meeting up with Kane Smead from UTV Action Magazine in Huntington, Oregon, we managed to make it up to Bruneau Reservoir to set up camp. We intentionally deleted the John Day, Oregon fuel stop, and that's where we got caught last time by the state troopers and turned us around. So this time, we're trying to make the 300 miles all the way to Prineville. But the mountains were on fire closures were everywhere. This nice fella gave us directions to Post, the actual center of Oregon, which had the finest meatloaf sandwiches on the planet. Spent the night in Prineville, snuck out of town under cover of darkness, trying to avoid the law, and it worked. It was just a short ride down through the forest to Lapine. The owner of Motor Aspirations in Lapine was kind enough to let us use his air compressor to blow out our clutches. And yeah, we kind of needed it. After Lapine, we headed southwest, through Diamond Lake and on toward the coast. But not before taking a much-needed afternoon coffee break, a day 7 coffee break.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, and George is making us some go juice.
That and the fact that we were just a few hours away from the Pacific Ocean put a smile on my face, which lasted about as long as it took to get to this lock gate. And 5 minutes later...
Uh-oh. What do you think, buddy? Yep, I gotta be a little more careful.
And a little side note, glue tread is not a substitute for a spare tire. But after a week of driving over 5 states, we made it to the beach, unmolested by law enforcement, with just 1 flat tire.